Good evening. This side Rahul Magan here as a Group Chief Executive Officer, Treasury Consulting, and also a venture capitalist. As we speak, Treasury Consulting is a multinational headquartered group based out Singapore. We are a multinational hedge fund who have exposures in US, Europe, Asia, and we also include currencies and commodities. But like I said many times, that our fund is completely proprietary in nature, which effectively means that no third party can invest money in our fund. So whether you are a venture capitalist, you are a private equity, you are anyone, but you cannot invest fund in our capital. So I would like to take a simple example. It's not about India, it's a universal phenomenon. Whenever there is a court case, whether this is the High Court of any country, whether this is the Supreme Court of any country, or maybe the trial court of any country, a judgment is being awarded. And after the judgment, a copy of the judgment is available to the petitioner and the complainant, both. In case of historic judgments, that copy is available in public so that the law fraternity can read this copy, and law fraternity not only read this copy, but the law fraternity can, I would say, challenge that relevant court or maybe a relevant judge. This is available in public. So when you speak about the brokerages firm, in India, the brokerages firm are of two types. Number one, the domestic brokerages firm, just like you have Motilal Oswal, Kotak Securities, ICICI Securities, and many. You have foreign brokerages firm, you have Goldman Sachs, UBS, Barclays, Morgan Stanley, Credit Suisse, Deutsche, and many. When these brokerages firm give any prediction, it is nothing but a judgment they are giving. So let's take a simplistic example that, in financial year 22, Paytm repeated its best performance. And that best performance is Paytm reported 2,400 crores worth of losses. To me, it is not new, because the underlying value in the Paytm business model is not supporting the profitability in the books of Paytm. Not about the Paytm business model, rather, any startup who believes in discounts, who believes in cashbacks, who believe in aggressive marketing, the balance sheets never support the profitability. So before I continue, like today, Zomato declared the results. In quarter 4, as expected, Zomato report near about 360 crores worth of losses. So only in one quarter, Zomato did reported 360 crores worth of losses. And for the whole year, financial year 2022, they reported 1,222, which is 1,222 crores of losses, as against 816 crores of losses in the earlier year, which means compare 816 and compare 1222, even a 10th fail person can estimate that it is near about 50%. So your losses jumped by 50%. And the investors, those who invested in Zomato as a loss making company, they already lost heavily because the stock is now trading near about 55. And as expected in fourth quarter, you reported losses, and the whole year you reported losses. But still, there are many brokerages firm and their so-called analysts, those who giving a buying call on the Zomato. To me, it raises a big question. Number one, whenever any brokerage firm gives a buying call, especially on a loss-making company, not on loss-making, especially on a company who never reported profits, I repeat, it is the utmost duty of the regulator who is sleeping, because it is the same regulator who approved Zomato, Paytm, Nikia, Policy Bazaar, Barbecue Nation, Delivery, and many more loss-making stocks. It is the duty of the brokerage house to publish this report in the public so that the people can take a printout of that and people can put a comment on that report. Like I am putting the comment on the statement which is made up by the Goldman Sachs. Guys, do you know that when it comes to a loss-making company like Paytm, who holds the negative retained earnings, I'm sure 99% people haven't heard what the hell is negative retained earnings. So the Paytm, who did reported negative retained earnings as of financial year 21 to the tune of 12,400 crores, now added another 2,400 crores, which means you are very close to 15,000 crores. And I'm waiting for the Paytm to upload financial year 22 complete pack so that I can review that and make my points. I know how accounting works, probably you do not. But when it comes to these brokerages firm, ICICI Securities has given a buying rating on the Paytm with a target of 1285. Remember, 1285. It is still substantially, I repeat, it is still substantially lesser than the raising price of 2150. While the global investment bank Mercury keeping a target as 450 on the account of profitability. And I completely agree with Mercury, even though I personally believe that 450 is still on the higher side. Because recently what had happened in Paytm Mall, when two large investors, Alibaba and Financial, who took 99.5% impairment in their books, they quitted and the valuation of the Paytm Mall reduced from 22,000 crores to 100 crores. Now, that's a separate thing that the compromised media completely, rather outrightly ignored that. Another beauty is, let me say another beauty, Citibank is giving a target of 900. Goldman Sachs now revised the target to 1070. Now this raises a big question. I repeat, whenever these brokerages firm are giving a target on a loss-making company, it should be their utmost duty to have the research report in the public so that we can see why ICICI Prudential is giving a target of 1285, why Goldman Sachs is giving a target of 1070, and why Citibank is giving a target of 900. But I'm sure this would never happen. The reason being, our regulatory framework who already approved these loss-making companies and approving more loss-making companies would never allow this to happen. Because if it happens, then people can put the comment on the research reports. And when people can put the comment on the research report, everything is exposed. Everything is exposed. Guys, with this, it is now a duty of the Indian investor. I repeat, it is the duty of the Indian investor to make sure that they see the report. If you do not see the report, and only because of the tagline that Goldman is giving a target of 1070, while Citi is giving a target of 900, and so on and so forth, you are fooling yourself. Because history is witness that the investors lost substantially. And I don't need to mention that these Wall Street banks, they also involved in many scandal historically as well. So history is witness in that part also. Anyways, if any Wall Street bank felt offended, then I give my number 9899242978. I repeat, 9899242978. Have a great time ahead.